One rainy evening, Mark was at a flea market when he noticed an old pocket watch sitting on a dusty table. It looked antique, its brass casing worn with age, the glass cracked. Something about it felt different. He picked it up and examined it closely. "That's a special one," the vendor said with a mysterious smile. "It doesn't just tell time, it changes it." Mark laughed nervously. "What do you mean?" The vendor leaned in and whispered, "Try it, but remember, only once." Intrigued, Mark bought the watch for a few bucks and slipped it into his pocket. That night, as he sat on his couch, he decided to give it a try. He wound the watch and pressed the button. Suddenly, everything around him flickered, like the world was glitching. When he looked at the clock on his wall, it read 10:15 p.m., but when he glanced at his phone, it said 9:45 p.m. Mark's heart raced. Had he just gone back in time? He checked his phone again. The time had shifted again, now showing 9 p.m. Confused, Mark started to panic. He pressed the button on the watch once more, but this time, the world around him went completely dark. When the lights flickered back on, he was no longer in his apartment. He was standing in the middle of a busy street, people walking past him in a blur. But the strangest thing, he saw himself, standing across the street walking toward him. It was like looking at a reflection, but in real life. Mark tried to call out to his past self, but no sound came out. The watch began